Gray Rizzy, we out here. Brian said it's Shade 45. You heard the air horns. That's when you know Brooklyn's in the building, man. I want to make sure that I welcome this cat the proper way. Crown Heights representing up here in Harlem with us. PVA Studio. Shout out to the homie Ty. BDM, we out here right now with Bam in the building. What's up, man?
Yes, sir, man.
My man is up here. Now, look, I know there's a lot of cats that's kind of, this COVID shit is real. So, I want to say thank you for your time and being up here, hanging out with us.
Thank you for getting me up here, man. So
yeah.
I'm ready.
Well, the music is speaking for itself, man. You're starting to make these waves. We was joking before we even started talking and we came online here. Is this like, the grind and you ready and stuff. And I was making a joke with you, like the grind never stopped. You know what I'm saying? Once you start, you got to continuously make it work. But what started the grind for you? Let's start with that. Let's go back to the beginnings.
The beginning for me, honestly, growing up, I say age 7, 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. My cousins, the Rangers, half.
Get out of here! That's your family?
Yeah, half and WASP.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's my family. So they was working with Jay-Z,
right? Like
from 97 to 03, 04.
Early rock.
Yeah, so I was just young. I was just, just listen to the music. I was kind of hyped, like, my cousin, you rocking with Jay-Z, rah, rah, rah. And it just felt good. I really honestly wasn't into music as far as rapping. I used to just be one of those kids. I used to just love the dance tunes. Mm-hmm. So I used to just love to just hear the good songs like Busta Rhymes, like Dangerous and all that. I used to just love to just dance.
You used to bruck up and all that?
Yeah. I was with the Flex in Brooklyn and all that. I was messing with all of that, you know what I'm saying? The dance hall days thing. I was messing with all of that. And just throughout high school, and junior high school, basketball, just straight basketball. Mahalia Jackson. I played basketball until then. I really wasn't on the team, but I almost made the team, messed up grades. I went to Tilden High School. It was really hard and tough, but I made it through. I went and got my GED. But I say about 17 in high school, 18, one of my friends, my good friends, my brothers, started rapping, and from right there, it just took off. I just started, I say my first record the first thing that inspired me to really write a song was the Lil Wayne Walk It Out freestyle.
Son, I mean, a lot of people that I've come across, Mixtape Wayne, that was the beginning for a lot of people's runs.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, man.
Yeah. That was like when I really took it serious. I say age 12, I was rapping. I did a little messing around with it. Me and my friends, what we used to do was we used to get a blank tape. Mm-hmm. And remember when they used to sell the instrumental CDs, Hot 97, 105.1? Yeah, so we used to go buy those, like two for like $5, cop those, put them in the player, put the blank tape in for like $1. We get that from 99-cent store. We get the headset now that comes over the ears.
Right.
With one side, you break one side you plug it in the mic side. It actually works like a mic.
Yo, this shit is like a tutorial right now. A lot of people don't even remember this. They don't even remember this part right here.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, and we used to dead ass have the beat running, hit record on that shit, and we used to dead ass rap through that shit. So I say, I never really took it serious like a play around thing. Basketball was my thing though, until I realized, I'm like 5. At the time I was like 5'4", 5'5". Parents is short. I ain't thinking I was gonna get to 5'9". Plus them dudes is brolic, man. I was not about to get bumps around all up in the paint. So I just was like, music just really stuck to me. I didn't really think it was gonna come to me like that. It just came. I worked, I grind. A lot of people didn't really believe in me like that. But over time I just took the criticism in and I just learned. I just took information in from people and I just learned. Every time everybody told me don't fabricate, rap was going on in your neighborhood, rap was going on around you, rap what you've been through, and I just been doing that. And ever since then, like, I just been sticking to that. So even with now the scene now with the drill and everything, I can do that because that's not a problem. It's just I just have to mess around with the lyrics a little bit because sometimes I feel like nowadays they don't really want the lyrics as much, but I can't help it. I'm just a lyrical person, so I just give them that.
Plus, you come from a certain time, man. So that's part
I'm like DNA. In the middle. Yeah, I'm in the middle of everything. So yeah, it's a fact. So I was just and coming from the background of the Rangers, my cousins is like really lyrical. So I always wanted to show them I could step in the booth and I could rock out. So I had to make sure I was lyrical. I wasn't trying to come in with no bull.
Well, let's do this, man, because you up here right now, and I want to get to this joint Trenches. We can go ahead and play this real quick.
Yeah, rock that out for me, man.
This is what we'll do. We'll come right back. You know what I'm saying? Bam is up here right now. If you want to go ahead and give some feedback, hit him up at The Real Bam Rock. I'm at Gray Rizzy at Shade 45. Obviously, we go to get to this joint. We'll be back in about for 5 minutes. Keep it locked right here on Shade 45. It's another Grind Setters. Yeah, man, we out here. Grind Setters, Brooklyn's in the building. You hear the air horns, man. Tuck your chains, motherfuckers. If you need to get off the curb, get out the street. You know what it is, man. Babs in the building. Look, what was the how would you describe your sound? Because I'm listening to it and I'm like, I hear what you're saying, where you could be the in-between. Like, you've seen a lot from coming out of one era, going into another, and now being presently probably in a third. How would you describe your style?
Man. Oh, I never really...
And here, before you answer, just remember, this is Shade 45. This is Eminem's channel. This is hip-hop. So if you try to give, like, the blanket statement, people gonna hit you up like, yo, fam, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I need more. You gotta explain it more. So try to be as descriptive as you can.
I say my style is... I have a bunch of flows. I like to call myself, like... It's funny. I call myself like the hip hop Santa Claus. You know, Santa Claus walking around with the, you know, the big bag and a bunch of gifts in there. So I just feel like whenever a song comes and I get whatever feeling I get, I just give them that feeling. I have a little. Sometimes I can have a little bit of a witty style. I can have a little bit of a rough style. I can be lyrical. I can play around with it.
I've heard some harmony in your music.
So, you know, I've been working on that. You know, I listen to a lot of J. Cole, and you know what I'm saying, my time. He's one of the people that, you know, inspired me a little bit in the music. So just working on my vocals, like, just without having to use the auto tune. So I just been harmonizing. I listen to a lot of different music. I listen to rock. I listen to hip hop.
Be eclectic. That's a good thing.
Yeah, so I listen to a lot of different things. Plus my background is Barbados and Trinidad. So, you know,
rhythm is in you.
Yeah, so you know, a lot of things just come from within. So, you know, a lot of times I say my style is mostly natural and feeling. So I don't really write anything unless I'm in a certain mood, or the beat gives me a mood and a feeling that I know I can give off to other people, where they know they can vibe from off that, because that's what I learned over time doing my music.
Do you have to be in a particular mood? Like, when you go into the studio, when you're creating, like, you know, sometimes for people to become creative, they got to get that flow going and stuff. Is this something that takes you a long time? Do you got to be in a certain zone to create?
I would say I'll just roll up a little bit of bud, smoke a little bit, probably converse with my boys and stuff, you know, laugh. I say one of my main moods is really just being like a happy person. Like, you know, even though I come from the streets and everything is really rough, I just been through a lot, and over time I just always wanted to just be happy. So I always learned to just be real humble and happy. So most of the times, like, my feeling, if I was to go into the studio right now and was to do something, I just do it right. Whatever comes to me, I'm just going to do it. I just learned how to master that feeling of putting my voice out onto the track and just making that thing flow.
Letting that vibe live on that audio.
Period.
Man. Yeah. I got to ask you, man, you got these house slippers down here. You got to explain this shit to me.
Oh.
Can we get a camera to show the people this way? We can lift these up. We got these house slippers here.
Yeah,
you got to explain this shit to me, because it's mighty cozy.
Yeah,
you got the fur on them and all that shit, son.
Right now, man, I call this right now. I call them my own little thing. I call it little Jody Wednesdays, you know, Cali Wednesdays. I'm on my baby boy. So I just want to make sure you're not thinking I'm fronting anything. You know, I got the dry fit socks on, Nike.
No doubt.
You know, and not gonna lie to you, man, these things right here, it's comfortable, man. I drove here in these, man.
For the people who can't see it just yet, he just put on the house slippers real quick. Jody would be proud. All the baby boys out there.
My boy Tyrese keeping it alive, you know what I'm saying? Starting a little trend out here in Brooklyn, you know.
Well, look, Jody obviously. Where was that at? Was that Watts? I forget where he was at. Where he was based in L.A. But obviously that was on the West Coast. There's a lot of cats that listen to us from all across the country. You know, this is, I don't know, we about 40 million deep on SiriusXM, and you know, God knows,
man, it's none but love.
I get at least 8-10 million these motherfuckers hitting us up. I know people always ask us, "What's up with Brooklyn? Like, why is there such a strong feeling that comes out of Brooklyn?" So this is what I want to do. I want you to think about that real quick. I want to play some music. We're going to come back with your answer. That's cool?
Cool.
All right, so keep it locked right here with us. Shade 45, we out here with another Grind Setters. Bam's in the building.
Hilltop.
Now look, when we left, I asked Bam a very tough question. I mean, he's a Brooklynite. He grew up with this, so it shouldn't be too tough. But there's a lot of people who always want to know what makes Brooklyn. And I, even being in the city, I grew up uptown, and I used to say this shit to myself sometime growing up, like, these Brooklyn motherfuckers, they one of a kind, man. They are different, they strong, they prideful. For you, according to Bam, what is it like to be a Brooklynite, especially an artist coming out of Brooklyn?
Oh man, yo, since I've been there for so long, I always kind of had that thought about a whole bunch all the other boroughs and stuff. But Brooklyn is for me, I say it's always like people's always tough and rough. Like that's all I remember growing up. It was just always this is before the guns and everybody dying. It's always, bro, I had to fight. I have no older brothers. I got none but sisters after me and one younger brother now. But I always had to fight growing up, and it was always tough. My moms used to give me some serious ass whoopings, so I had to learn from the streets. Honestly, even when I messed up, my cousin Half used to bust my ass, used to get in my ass when I didn't, behave in school. And I just learning so much from my mistakes and my experiences, just getting kicked out of school, and just running from truancy, just getting into fights on the street, all types of stuff, man. I just learned over time, man. It's just be humble and just put all that beastliness into the music. And that's, I guess, where it comes from. Like, I don't know, man. It's like being in the jungle in Brooklyn. It's crazy.
But the one thing I can say is that the love is there amongst the people. Of course, anywhere it could be rough, and don't get me wrong, you get caught on the wrong block in Brooklyn, I don't know, you might need to make some phone calls. But there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love.
Yeah, it's mad love. It's mad love out there.
I've experienced love in the 90s.
Yeah, man. It's mad love, man.
Depending on who you know.
Yeah. It definitely is, man. Once you are definitely just on a humble tip, though, it's mad love, man. And we just embrace everybody that come in. We always love new people that just come in Brooklyn and just give a whole different flair and just a different style. You know what I'm saying? We feed off of that. And then, we just make it one big thing,
But one thing that you did mention is just the authenticity. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, that should get called out.
Yeah, for sure.
What did you learn from your cousin's experience being in this music industry? Because here's the thing. There's a lot of people who might look at the ranges and say, like, all right, cool, Rockefeller was huge. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? But for me, I always look at it like this. Motherfuckers built something from nothing. They are part of history. Like, they're cemented in that history. They had some form of success. So what did you learn from them? Because I'm sure they've shared some stuff with you, especially you wanting to embark on this journey of music.
Well, Half is like, he's my blood cousin. Me and him have the same last name. So just speaking, like, I never really got too deep into it, but just from my observation and just from analyzing him from young to now, my cousin used to read the Bible a lot. I used to watch I never really understood it, but he used to be out there sitting in like a chair like this, a barber chair, because you cut hair, and he'd be highlighting stuff in the Bible. So I never really asked him. I don't know why he really never pushed that hard to keep going. I always wanted to ask him, but I always wanted to wait for the right time. So that's a question that I'm still waiting to find out. I just never really, pushed him on. I always just asked him for knowledge and, what I'm saying, and just to hit me with the stuff that I really need to move beyond from what he did. And I'm just trying to just create my own legacy and just continue from where my family left off, pretty much, and just make something happen to myself.
I appreciate that answer. Because I tell you, a lot of people be like, yo, can you get me in the Rock Nation brunch? Like, yo, fam, you just missed the whole fucking point of the question that I'm trying to ask you. But that makes a lot of sense, man. Yeah, man.
I got my grandparents raised me. They straight from the country, Barbados, and they raised me from young. And honestly, it's just, I really just want to make something of myself, and make them proud before they leave this earth. And nobody doesn't stay here forever. So I'm just really on the grind, and I'm real passionate about making something of myself in this career, because this is what I'm really passionate about. And I always seen people growing up say, oh, I wish I've chased my career, I wish I had. So I just took that and I was like, you know what, I mean, I got time. I went to school, I finished school, I still can go to college. I have a backup plan, but it's not valid right now because I'm not worried about that. Right now I'm just sticking to straight A, and A is my music, and I'm focused on it, and I'm just putting my time into it. And to be honest with you, I really wanted to give the shout out to Smith, because he really gave me the opportunity to even be here right now. So it's mad love to him, man. Like, that's the big bro right there, man.
The thing is, like, we hear music all the time, and it's something in your music, and I just want to say keep going, because I think one of the people who said it, and this is probably the biggest person that you probably hear, is just don't give up. And Jay-Z said the genius thing that I said is that we didn't give up. You feel what I'm saying? So you're embarking on your grind. I salute you on that.
Thank you.
I appreciate you for stopping through. Before we get out of here, you got this song Blockwork. This is that exclusive, right? We the first ones to play this? Is it? Or we the first ones, right?
Yeah, y'all be the first ones to really hear this. Yeah, on Shade 45.
So all right, we got a treat. All right, so before we get out, we gonna get into the song. Before we get out of here, let everybody know your socials. However you can find you, website, all that. Let's promote that.
So my Facebook is Bamrock, BAMROC. You can put the space in between the Bam and the Rock. For my Instagram, it's The Real Bamrock, THEROC BAM. No, I'm sorry, I said that
REAL.
Yeah, REAL BAMROC. Sorry. And I just mainly be on that. For my SoundCloud, just type in Bamrock. I'm also on DatPiff. You could type in Bamrock. You can also look up, I'm also on 3 tapes up there, Grind Legion Audio 1 and 2. I also have a single mixtape up there. It's called The Come Up, my first mixtape, just so everybody can see where I actually came from. I didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's it, man.
Basically, he telling you he ain't no industry plant. He putting his work in, all right? And look, when the merch comes together, just please have some house shoes ready.
Got you, man.
We got to buy some of those, man.
I got you. Yeah, man. I'm trying to start up something here, man.
That's for sure, man. Yo, thank you for coming through. If you missed any part of this interview, of course, you can catch it on demand with the SiriusXM app. You can go ahead and download that to your iPhone and Android. Search Bam Rock, Gray Rizzy, Shade 45. Listen to it on your time on demand. Best believe we out here. Whoa. Hey.